Now, what the media isn't telling you is that one of the former members of the Outlawz and Idi Amin, he approved of the song. He thought it was dope. He thought it was strategic. He thought it was a great approach for Drake to take.
Everybody's waiting on Kendrick's response. But then Drake, being who he is, came with another one that just dropped over the weekend. And man, my phone started lighting up, my DMs started lighting up immediately. Shout out to my guy Omar up there in Canada, around the Toronto area, Windsor area. He hit me with it first. Like, big homie, what you think about this? And my truest and most honest opinion of it is, whoa, shrewd move. This is chess, not checkers. I respect things that people put thought into. And it took some thought to do that. I don't know who came up with it. There's speculation that he got ghostwriters, that it's a room full of people helping this guy out, whatever the case may be. The product dropped, shrewd move, because nobody expected that. Just like nobody expected Kendrick to drop that like that verse. So it's a heavyweight battle, man. This is, you know, Evander Holyfield Tyson. This is Michael Jackson Prince. You know what I mean? Dare I say this is Tupac and Biggie.
But they ain't gonna talk about that, because what they really trying to do is they trying to downplay the record. That's what they really trying to get to. It's not about Tupac being on the song. It's not about using Tupac AI. That's not what it's about, because they really don't care. Do you know that if you scroll through social media, if you scroll through YouTube, there are already AI records of Tupac out there, right? And he's dissing Puffy. But you know what? Go read the comments. When you go read the comments, you're not going to see none of the top comments saying, oh, this is an atrocity. This is horrible for hip hop. It's a terrible day for hip hop. You're not going to see people saying that. Go look at it. You had everybody liking it because nobody likes Puffy. You ain't see people say, oh, this got to stop. We have to put an end to this. AI is ruining rap culture. No, they loved it. Now, if Drake would have went up there and tried to assassinate Tupac's character, try to make Tupac seem zesty or make Tupac sound extra sassy or something like that, that's a whole completely different story. You know, something that's going to make Tupac's legacy questionable. That's a whole nother story. We can't defeat you on wax. We can't defeat you with a response record. So this is our way to try to defeat you in court. We'll try to take the legal route. This is our way of trying to give Drake his first loss. Oh boy, I love it, bruh. They're just spiraling out of control. The Kendrick Lamar fans are exposing themselves. They're withering away. They're gradually becoming irrelevant, and I love it. I love it. These are some of the worst people in the world, bruh. And just to see them finally becoming irrelevant, it means so much to me, bruh. Because instead of them saying, you know what, Kendrick, you gotta respond. Just think about it. If the record was really trash, then there would be no need to sue. That goes to show you how great the record was. You could tell it struck a nerve, because otherwise they'd be like, you know what, that record was trash anyway. Ain't nobody talking about that record. But even they know that Drake took a great angle and took a great approach. So now they got to find some way to defeat Drake. So they said, you know what, I'll sue. And the reason they're trying to sue is something just tells me that TDE is somehow behind this. They're losing it. The taste of defeat. This is their way at getting back at Drake, because Drake pulled a major chess move, and it ruined Kendrick Lamar's whole rollout. It ruined his plan, and now he has to find a way to get back at Drake because he's losing. So this is how he's going to try to counter Drake. But Drake put the track out for free. He don't have ownership of the record, and you can't prove that that was Drake. He just put it on his page. Drake can even say, in his defense, my voice was AI. I just put the track out. He dropped some really dope bars. Now, if Drake would have went up there and did something disrespectful to make Pac's legacy look bad, then that's a different story. But that wasn't his intent at all. This is a form of being a sore loser. They can't take it. So now they gotta discredit the track. They gotta find a way to make the track bad in some way, because everybody is saying that they like it. The world has Drake winning right now, and they can't accept that. It's messing with their psyche. They losing it because they put Kendrick Lamar on such a high pedestal. It's to the point where people still giving Kendrick the benefit of the doubt. They like, oh, he's coming with something. Oh, he's coming back. Kendrick Lamar is going to make a comeback. He's going to respond. But let this had been Drake, they would have said it's over for Drake. It would have automatically been over. If this was the other way, if the tables was turned and it was actually Kendrick Lamar that dropped push-ups at dissing him and used Lil Wayne, and Drake loves Aaliyah. If he would have responded, put Aaliyah AI on the track, they would have loved that. If I were Drake, what I would do, my counter would be, I'll reach out to Tupac's sister, talk to her directly, and I'll put it all on social media. Them having a heart-to-heart conversation about how much he respect and truly love Pac. And it wasn't no bad intent with the track. And Drake played such a strategic angle because now he's placed so much more expectation. He's raised the bar so high for Kendrick Lamar that even his own fans are saying Kendrick Lamar is about to come with ether. Now, at first, you got to think, if Kendrick Lamar would have just had responded to push-ups, it wouldn't have been so bad. But now, the longer he waits, now the expectation is ether level. You gotta come with ether. If it's not ether, even by your fans' own admission, they're going to be disappointed because they're waiting for a ether track. They said that you're coming with the ether. That means that's what they're waiting for. So if you don't come with ether, that's going to be a major disappointment to even your fan base. So you're playing right into Drake's hands. Either way, it's the art of war. They said that Kendrick Lamar was going to respond with a hit 'em up style or a Tupac style diss track. So Drake already had it covered, playing chess. He beat him to it. Whatever you doing, I'm 10 steps ahead. In my opinion, if I were Drake, I would take the approach, I would ruin your life. I would make your life a living hell behind the scenes of rap. It's past rap now. Because you talking crazy in these rap tracks, talking about you going to burn tattoos and you got this gun and you got that gun, you going to do the X, Y, and Z. You talking about you want to murder me? Nah, we ain't playing like that. I would really move like 50. When Ja Rule was raided by the feds, it really halted his career. I'm taking every angle. Somebody said Drake should do 6 p.m. in Compton. I would try to ruin his life behind the scenes. That's the angle I would take. I'm buying apartments. You getting divorced. I'm gonna ruin your reputation. I'm gonna destroy you to the point you can't you really ain't gonna better respond. It's not about rap no more. Cause y'all really trying to destroy. They trying to take food out of Adonis' mouth. Okay, all right, cool. I'm gonna crush your whole empire. I'm gonna crush TDE because he called them an extortion baby. They getting raided by the feds. I'm stopping everything. But Drake knows what's at stake. Kendrick Lamar is viewed as the God MC to a lot of fans. So Drake knows if he takes out Kendrick Lamar, he's going to be revered as the God MC. He's going to take his place. Drake is really keeping it hip hop. But see, you got Suge Knight, who's really upset because he no longer has ownership of Death Row. And he's trying to get back in the good graces of people because they know that's a sensitive subject for Kendrick fans are Pac fans, and they look at Kendrick as the second coming to Tupac, but he's not. It's just about the fact that they feel like Kendrick Lamar is looking bad. It's the fact that he's looking horrible. If Eminem would have did that, if any other rapper would have did it besides Drake, they would have approved of it. But because it's Drake, they don't like it. Idi Amin, like, man, this is a great angle. Who cares? There are no rules in battle rap. They trying to give the game rules. Nah, y'all don't get to create the rules. Y'all don't make new rules. We can't change the game. But Idi Amin is someone who is very close, near and dear to Pac. So he's saying, man, like, I don't care. Like, this is battle rap. Whatever approach you take that's different. I was one of the biggest Pac fans at one point. But it's not doing nothing but keeping Pac's name alive. But that's ultimately what it's about. It's not about the AI. Everybody using AI at this point in some fashion. See, they ain't going to reshare what Idi Amin said, because they want to do whatever it takes to make Drake look bad. The brother don't approve. Suge don't approve. It was a genius move by Drake, using Kendrick idols, talking through the spirit of pop. They say he had a ghostwriter, so he went and wrote for a ghost. That's a flip. They're trying to discredit the record so it doesn't look as bad on Kendrick. It's been a sad, long, drawn out 2 weeks for the Kendrick Lamar stans. They looking sick out here, bruh. They down bad. They scrambling right now. Kendrick Lamar stans, they losing their minds, because they know that Kendrick is in trouble. And Drake is just, he playing with his food at this point. He just toying with Kendrick Lamar right now. And it's almost like it's nothing really that Kendrick Lamar can do. Drake is neutralizing, taking away a lot of potential angles for Kendrick Lamar. Drake is really treating this like a Smack DVD battle. He's treating it as such. In my opinion, I don't think that Kendrick Lamar expected Drake to respond. That's just my opinion. I think that Kendrick Lamar, he comes off as the bully, as this, the big bad wolf, this, guy who can intimidate you, right? And I think he felt that Drake was threatened by him, or he felt that Drake was intimidated by him, especially when Drake didn't respond to Control. But Drake has now gave him the time of the day. The Kendrick Lamar stans, they think that their opinion and how they feel dictates hip-hop culture. No, that's not how this works. Y'all don't get to spin the narrative. He's still on the clock. We don't care. At this point, it's not about how long it took Drake to respond. And if he doesn't respond in a timely fashion, it's going to hurt his legacy, whether y'all want to accept that or not. And this goes back to what I was saying in one of my most recent videos. The Kendrick Lamar stans are trying to change the rules in hip-hop. They're nitpicking, and they're going through certain lines and saying what's real, what's true, what's not, saying what you can do when it comes to battle rap. Kendrick Lamar stans, they were mad at the fact that Drake used Tupac AI voice in the song Tailor Made, which was just a dope, brilliant song, by the way. A masterpiece. A masterpiece. It's a sign of defeat. Y'all know the saying where they say, I gotta laugh to keep from crying? That's what they doing right now. They're trying to laugh at Drake and the angles that Drake is taking. But they're laughing because they're really scared. They have no comeback, and they got to make things personal. I seen Flacco getting into it with someone. I guess he has connection, and he's tied in with TDE, right? He says, is Kendrick Lamar still TDE? He says yes. So when Flacco calls him out on this, he starts to attack Flacco personally. Well, if it ain't true, then why you gotta get personal? Why you gotta go at this man's manhood? Because y'all know what he's saying is true. It gotta have some truth to it if you responded the way you did. That's how they do. They go for the low blow. When they can't counter you with facts, they gotta attack you. They gotta attack your character. But it doesn't do nothing but show your character. But they know they boy losing right now. He looking bad. He making the West Coast look bad. What Drake did was strategic. It was a master chess move, and Drake is treating this like a presidential election. He's swinging the vote. He went the 8 Mile route. He's slowly taking Kendrick Lamar's ammunition. In today's time, people are starting to go with feelings over facts. If you're somebody that has done something wrong, prime example, Suge Knight. For a very long time, people have disliked Suge Knight because they felt like Suge Knight had something to do with Tupac being murdered. They couldn't stand Suge, because it was said that Tupac was trying to get out of his contract. He was about to leave death row, and they think that Suge Knight had something to do with him being murdered. So nobody likes Suge Knight. This is the same guy who set up on some late night show laughing because Eazy-E could have potentially been injected with HIV or AIDS, whatever. So nobody really likes Suge over the years. Suge says, oh, well, how Drake gonna use Tupac in the battle rap and all this? They trying to make it seem like he needed Pac in order to respond to Kendrick. No, he took an angle. Talking about something, Pac wouldn't have liked Drake. Pac wouldn't have liked what Kendrick Lamar is doing. Y'all trying to bend the rules. That's not how this works. Y'all biased. And who cares what Tupac brother think? The thing that I like about Drake is he's unapologetic. Ultimately, what they want for Drake to do, they thought that they'll get Mo Preem to speak out and Suge Knight to speak out, and they think that that's going to sway people's opinion about the song. The song was a dope record. You can't change that. If something is great quality, and the music good, and it has substance in it, people gonna like it. You can't change that. See, what they're trying to do, they're trying to trick Drake into an apology and somehow spin that into how J. Cole apologized to Kendrick Lamar.